Hello, hello, it's me again, Emily. Welcome back to my channel. So in today's reading, we'll be looking into your December 2025 predictions. So we'll see what themes may pop up, whatever will come up in this reading will come up. I didn't write any messages. We'll just see what happens. So if you would like to see more from me, don't forget to like, comment to tell me what you thought of this reading, and subscribe to see more from me and to support my channel. All right, so these are your December 2025 predictions. I can't believe we're at the end of the year right now. 1 minute it was January and now we're in December. But so many things were learned, so many decisions were made throughout the year. Hopefully my channel will change in the over the next year. Who knows? We'll wait and see. I do have many different ideas of how I can improve my channel. So we'll see how that emerges throughout the year. All right, so we have 3 groups over here, and I wanted to choose Christmas cards. These cards were made by the kids at school, and this card was made by me. Do you like my writing? Thank you. And I will also use tarot and one oracle deck. I have shipped many of my cards back to England, so I only have many more cards left, unfortunately. So I'll use one tarot deck in each group and one oracle deck in each group. So I will choose your tarot deck right now, and then we will go into your reading. So let's look at the card for group 1. Which card shall we use for group 1? I'll just choose the bottom of the deck. Okay. So we have the page, the Knave of Chalices. And then for group 2, I will use the 8 of Swords. Group 3. It's funny because, oh wait a minute, I'll just shuffle for group 3. And then group 3 is the Knight of Swords. It's funny because for group 1 and 2, I picked up the decks and they were reversed. But for group 3, the deck was upright. So in the reversed position, it seems like group 1 and 2 are moving out of a specific situation and seeing some things from a different perspective, even though for group 2 we have the 8 of Swords. Even going back to move forward for group 1 and 2, but then group 3 is just moving forward. The energy is kind of clear, especially because we have the Knight of Swords. So reversed position for group 1 and 2, going back to move forward, and group 3 moving forward quickly in the month of December. That's the end of your reading. Only joking. So let's go into the group selection. So over here we have group 1, and then we have group 2, and then we have group 3. Take your time to choose which group is for you. Choose more than one group if you wish. If you don't hear a message in your group for you, continue watching until the end of your reading, as a message may pop up. If not, choose a different group. Deep breaths in. 2, 3, 4, and out. 2, 3, 4 to choose which group is for you. Timestamps will be in the description box, and let's get to group 1. Hi group 1, welcome to your reading. Thank you for watching. So these are your December 2025 predictions. Sorry, I have a cold today. Keep getting a cold, and you might hear me sniffing a lot. My voice may sound a little weird, that's why. Okay, so this is your reading. Thank you for watching. For your group, I chose the Knave of Chalices and this Christmas card that the kids, or one kid, made at school. Oh, you know what I'm just noticing for your group? We're just going to go straight into it. We have the Knave of Chalices, which is all about your heart, all about your creativity, being open and honest with your heart. If you are not open and honest in the month of December, then how can you have a clear heart space, and how can you feel safe and secure within yourself? Because if you're not honest, And if you're hiding things away from other people and yourself, hiding the truth from yourself and other people, or you are denying the truth about yourself or about your situation to yourself, then that means you aren't settled within yourself with the red heart. That's the root chakra. You don't have a safe relationship with yourself, because when you're hiding, anything can set you off, anything can make you cry, anything can make you angry, anything can make you irritable, because the truth is within your body, because the denial is within your body. And when all that is in your body, how can you create with an open heart, with true authentic honesty? How can you give your heart out to the art? How can you give your heart out to the people you love? How can you have a clear heart for you to sit with yourself and feel in love with yourself, feel the love for yourself and for others, and for your art, for your work, for whatever it is that you feel love for? And then we have the green, which is all about the heart chakra anyway. 2 hearts and green for the heart chakra, and even with the green in the writing too. You need to work on opening your heart chakra, group 3, or group 1, sorry, group 3. The number 3 is all about being social. Number 3 in astrology. 3 is all about being creative, being communicative. So you need to communicate with honesty in the month of December, group 3. Group 1. Oh my god, I'm so sorry, group 1. Maybe group 3 is for you too. Okay, group 3 is for you as well. Wow, we got messages so fast there. I love that. So let's go over to your cards. I won't keep the Knave of Chalices out. What messages are for group 1? Oh, and I forgot to say, I'll just use this tarot deck and only one oracle deck, because I have shifted most of my oracle cards and my tarot decks to England, and I really miss them. They're my babies. They're my babies. Okay. What do group 1 need to know about their December 2023? Or 2023, 2025. Oh my god, the number 3 is important for you. Group 1. Oh my gosh, I'm going back in time. Yeah, as I was saying in the intro, you're going back in order to move forward. And that's why you need to really explore yourself, really be honest with yourself, be honest with other people. Because if you're holding on to old feelings, old thoughts, old this, that, the other, then you are going to remain in that time period. You're not moving on, because it's in your body. Your body keeps the score, group 1. Your body keeps the score. Read that book if you can. Your Body Keeps the Score. I don't know who that's by, but maybe I can link it in the description box, or just write it while I'm editing. Okay, so let's see what we have for group 1. Whoops. That card wanted to come out reverse. I was just like, whoops, and it looked like it was going reverse. But anyway, King of Swords, the World, the Sun, and the 6 of Pentacles. I think we need more. I need air. I need more. I need fabulous. So I Need Air by KTB, and I Need More by Sharpay from High School Musical. So I Need More. So Sharpay is talking about wanting more of a luxurious experience, and she wants more of it. And I Need Air by KTB. I can't speak today. So the letter P, why is that important? I don't know. but I need it. We have the Seven of Swords. Evading. What are you evading in the month of December? Or what have you been evading? And in the words, the moment of truth. It's the final countdown. Wow, there are so many songs coming up for you right now, Group 1. I just want to get them out. What song wants to come out so we can get to the messages? Any more? No? Okay. In the month of December, your expression is very important because we have the Six of Pentacles and the Seven of Swords over here, which is all about, it's giving the bare minimum to someone who really wants something from you, or this is someone else who's giving you the bare minimum and you are taking it because maybe they stonewall you, or maybe they just give them bare minimum anyway. And it's all about you staying in your form of expression where you are really being yourself, tapping into yourself and not losing that part. You know what I'm getting? It's not losing that part of yourself, but you know what I'm getting here? It's all about when somebody is treating you a certain way, don't stoop down to their level. Like somebody is being mean to you, let's just say that as an example. What are you going to do? Be mean back to them? But then that's you stepping outside of yourself, and you don't want to step outside of yourself because that will bring in bad karma for you. You will regret stepping outside of yourself because that's not how you wanted to react. It's all about observing how someone else is reacting, observing the situation around you, and then deciding, okay, is this situation good for me? Is this person good for me? It's about looking from an outsider perspective and not from your own perspective, because when you look from your own perspective, that's when you can become attached and really needs the attention of the other person, needs their resources. You are in a state of need, like these homeless people. You know, maybe they feel embarrassed taking what they are given from this person who has it all. And then this person can either give to them or withhold to them. Who is withholding from you? But anyway, back to the message. Never step outside yourself. Decide, Group 1, whether this person's situation is good for you. Decide whether you can stick out this situation, this person, for them being who they are and what they are doing. Or are you going to remove yourself from this situation and thank your lucky stars that you didn't stoop to their level of being stingy, of withholding information, of withholding resources from you because they see that they can do that? Yep. You need to be in positions around people, in situations where you feel like you are respected, where you feel like you are being seen, where you feel like there's a reciprocal energy of you giving them, taking them, giving to you, and you taking what they are giving you. Because this person is giving what they can and they are just taking. But what can the homeless man give to this rich man? Like, yes, this person can be giving from the heart and not expect anything in return. But some people don't think like that. Some people, they give because they have a strategy in place. Oh, that's interesting. I didn't think that would go in that direction, but let me see more information on that. Oh, exactly. Yes. I was getting the devil in my mind's eye and it came reversed. and the stonewalling. I didn't want these messages to feel very extreme, but then we have the devil now, and the devil stonewalls. Stonewalling is when you are talking to someone and they aren't giving you anything back. Like you're talking to them and they're like a wall. So let's say they're washing up, they're doing the washing up and they have their back to you, and then you're talking to them and then they're not responding. So you keep talking and talking, like you're giving your energy away to this person who isn't responding to you. And that makes you mad. So then it makes you want their energy even more. So you keep talking and talking, hoping that they will turn around and say something to you, but they never do. They just continue washing up, focusing on the dishes and acting like you're not there. Acting like you're not there. But in reverse, you're noticing, hold on, am I attached to this person? It's about slowly releasing them from your life and them not noticing, because you are moving away in the moonlight, in the nighttime, I guess. Well, not actually, I'm just getting that image of moving away in the nighttime, packing all your stuff, them not seeing that you're packing your things because you're doing it discreetly. And then in the middle of the night while they're sleeping, you take your bags, you take your belongings, you take your passport, you take this, that, the other, and then you're hopping in your car and you're driving off into the night without the care in the world. You know what I'm seeing as you're driving off? You know, the end from the animation movies, and then you see the logo of the end, and then they're driving off into the distance and never to be seen again. That's the kind of vibe I'm getting here. You're closing out a chapter and you're opening the world up to you. There's so much within you, group one. So much to give, so much excitement ahead of you that it can feel overwhelming. And how can you do all the things that you want to do when you're stuck in this position here, or where you have been stuck in this position here? It's time to let go. It's time to do that healing work and tap into your heart space. And then you can see your full potential. You have a lot of potential, group one. There is a lot hidden within you. There's a lot within you that needs your expression, that needs to be expressed. But you've been in this space of lack of, the word desperation is coming up, because you're desperate for their attention. You're desperate for them to talk to you. You're desperate for acknowledgement. But you need to start acknowledging yourself, group one, because you are the most important person in your life. You need to look after number one. Look after number one. And you are group one after all. Ooh, those messages went in a way I wasn't expecting. I hope you can move forward from this situation, because it does seem very big. It's held you back for too long. You're detaching yourself. Like mentally detaching yourself, mentally pulling away from this person or this situation, and then going about your day. Ooh, and then I picked up this deck reversed. Why are all the cards in reverse? I don't know. Okay, so let's see. What other messages do we have for group one? For the month of December. We have resilience, finding your limits. Exactly. It's this situation, this person is pushing you past your limits. You don't feel connected to yourself. You don't feel connected to this person, to this situation. And I feel like these two, because they are usually connected, this person is usually so attuned to this dragon that they become one in the same. They become interlinked. And that means that they are healthy together. Well, I just put my cards on my lap and some of the cards fell on the floor. Being in this situation is like you're undoing. And you don't want to undo, you don't want to unravel. You want to connect with yourself so that you can see that this situation is not it. It ain't it. Okay? And because they are apart, this person has detached themselves from the dragon, and the dragon looks like, hold on, I don't have any control anymore. I can't allow this person to do things that they don't want to be doing because I had a hold of them. And now they are in dire straits. Now they feel like they're falling apart because, oh no, I have nothing to control. Oh no, I have lost my source of energy, you know. And it's important that you do that because you see this person's heart, it's glowing because they are no longer around this personal situation that is dragging them down, that is controlling them. They are no longer being controlled. You are no longer being controlled in the month of December. And the card that fell on the floor was grief. When you remove yourself from this situation, it will feel like maybe you're losing your identity, or maybe you've lost something that you thought would be with you forever, for a very long time. But sometimes things just don't work out in the way that we wanted to. And I feel like the word, acceptance is a key word, because the moment you accept that this is your situation, this is the person that you were with, this is where we are now, and this is where we need to get to. The moment that we accept that is the moment that we can move forward with our lives. Because maybe you were in denial about this situation or person. This person isn't horrible. This situation isn't dragging me down. Oh, I'm fine. And that's what I was saying in the beginning of your reading. Like, there was this sense of denial, this push down, this holding things back, and then you're not comfortable within yourself with the root chakra, and then your heart chakra is not comfortable. So how could you express yourself? And the moment you express yourself by leaving, the moment you express yourself by talking about these things, whatever it looks like to you, is the moment you can evolve, is the moment you can move on to better pastures, to pastures new. Very interesting. Let's get one more. Choice, understanding consequences. And then rebirth, giving yourself a second chance. This is a very difficult decision to make because this is you and this is your life. It's like you know what, as I was saying before, it's like looking at your situation from an outsider perspective and not from your own perspective. It's like this is you there, and then imagine that the person that is taking this picture is you as well. So this is you, and you are also the camera person and you have taken a picture of your situation, and you are seeing that you are here. Can you see you in the middle? And this is the show that's happening around you. It's all falling to pieces. It's on fire. It's like, is this my life? Is this my life? So it's like, I'm getting the words or message of astral projection. It's like projecting yourself outside of your body so you can see your situation clearly. It's like an astral projection is that, but it's like an out of body experience. It's like the whole week or the whole month. It's like you're walking around seeing things with fresh eyes, like, is this really what has been happening for all of this time? Is this person really talking to me like that? Is this situation really like this? Is this, that? And then from that point of view, you can detach from your situation or person. And then it's like the dominoes can fall from that position in the position that they may fall into. Because I'm getting this message of not wanting to care anymore. It's like, I don't care anymore. And the moment you don't care is the moment everything just happens, because you're not acting from a place of love. You're acting from a place of self-preservation. I must protect myself. But it's about getting out of your situation anyway, because you're seeing that it's not healthy. It's not healthy for you. Wow. Any other closing messages? Because I don't like to leave messages open. I feel like it's... maybe this is my projection. I don't know. Is this my projection? Or is this you? I don't know. Am I projecting or am I not? Because usually at the end of my readings, I use the charms and then it feels like the reading is complete. But I feel like it's important to be able to move forward without reaching a conclusion, like without saying goodbye, without announcing yourself, saying, this situation isn't doing it for me anymore, I've got to go. It's kind of giving a midnight run. So in Korea, there is a saying called midnight run, where teachers come from different countries and then they start their job in the school as an ESL English teacher. And then next thing you know, they don't turn up to work. They've suddenly moved out of their apartment. They've gone back to their home country without telling anyone. And that's a midnight run. So when you gotta go, you gotta go, you know. And I wouldn't condone that usually. But for this situation, I feel like it's important to do a midnight run. Because it's not helping you. Because if you don't do a midnight run, then I feel like you will be pulled back into this situation because they persuade you to stay. It's like they give you an offer that you can't refuse. I don't know if this is a person or if this is a situation. I don't know, but it's giving the energy of talking you back into staying, and you don't want that. So in order for self-preservation, midnight runs are essential. All right. And we like that. Just like that, I feel like I can end your reading safely because I feel safe to do that. I don't want to leave you hanging. So you need to make sure you are safe in the month of December. Ooh, big reading, group 1. Wow. Let's see on the inside of the card. So let's read the card for the end of your reading. So, dear Emily teacher, hello teacher, Merry Christmas. Thank you for teaching us. I think I didn't answer well. I'm sorry, but I'm too shy to answer loud. Don't be sad, with a love heart. I hope you spend great time on Christmas. The grammar is a little bit off because they don't speak English, so that's okay. It's from one of my students. Love my students. But anyway, I hope you can remove yourself from this situation, group 1. I am rooting for you. Please let me know if this really resonates with you, because I feel like these messages are very, very big right now, okay? That's what I'm seeing for you, group 1. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next reading. Bye! Hi group 2, welcome to your reading. Thank you for watching. So these are your December 2025 predictions. Group 1's reading was very, very big. Whew, yes. So let's see what we can get for you for your reading. So yeah, these are your predictions. I didn't write any messages for your reading, and I have a cold. So if you hear me sniffing, if my voice sounds a bit weird, that's why. Okay, so let's get into your juicy reading. So I chose a Christmas card for your group, which I made. Do you like my writing and my drawing? It's beautiful, right? And the Eight of Swords. So when I was shuffling for your cards in the beginning, in the intro, I said for group 1 and group 2 that I picked up the deck in reverse. So it's like you're going back to move forward. I feel like in this card, it seems like I was right to say that, because maybe you are thinking about past events and it's like you don't know how to move forward from it in your mind, and other people can't see that you haven't moved forward yet, and that's fine. But it's on an internal level in your brain, where it's like your brain constantly goes back to it, and it's like, can I just not get a break? Can I get a break from this? And it can be very annoying, but I don't know. Let's see from your cards. Anyway, actually, let's look at your card. So we have Merry Christmas, we have a star, and we have snow falling. Excuse my drawing. And then at the back, we have a present and Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. It's kind of interesting how I have Merry Christmas. Well, the writing is cut off actually because I ran out of space. And then we have Happy New Year with all of it fitting on the card. So it may feel like you're cut off from something. And maybe that's why you feel like you are in your head a lot, because you want to be in. You want to be in, but you're kind of out at the same time. And it's like you can't see yourself clearly right now. You can't see where things are going clearly right now, actually. And it's all a surprise. You don't know what's around the corner. You don't like surprises. You don't like the fact that you don't know where something's going. So you're overthinking it. It's not a clear picture like this Happy New Year. Maybe the month of December doesn't have enough clarity for you, and you're in your head a lot. And it's like the present is slowly opening, and the anticipation is killing you. And it might feel very cold as well at the beginning of the month, because we have snow falling. So the cold snow, and then it may look beautiful, but it's very cold. I don't know. Interesting. But it's important to have the hope, have faith. And I'm getting the message of detachment is important. So because we have this person here, maybe she's too attached to an outcome. Maybe she's too attached to what she thinks something is going to be. But if we stop thinking, it's easier said than done. I was going to say, if we stop thinking, then you'll be fine. But if we stop thinking so much, try to find something, a way to immerse yourself in something that you enjoy, instead of focusing on what you don't know. What do you love? Do you love painting? Do you love drawing? Do you love writing? Do you love going for walks? Do you love meeting up with people? Try to do something so you're not constantly thinking about the same thing over and over and over again. That is how you detach. Because the more you do that, is the more that you feel much freer from what is this going to look like? How is this going to be? It's like tying you up, and you don't want that. You don't want that at all. Wow, okay, so let's look at your cards. So, what is going on for group? I just saw the Tower and the Knight of Wands. So it's like maybe something maybe something that you weren't expecting is happening. And you're wondering, oh, why is this happening? Why is this happening to me? And you want to know, but sometimes you're not meant to know these things. Oh, it's important to release yourself from the end goal and just be in the moment somehow, through drawing, painting, meeting up with your friends, doing things that you enjoy. I just saw a flash of the Three of The Three of Cups, yeah. Meet up with your friends. Do things that you enjoy. Wow. The cards are like, yep, you're right, girl. You're right. Okay, let's see. Love tarot, like so much. Should get one more. There we go. The King of Wands and the Three of Cups. Exactly. Two of Wands. Get with your friends. Get together with your friends. Enjoy time with your friends. Celebrate with your friends, because it is Christmas time, right? Why are we just in our heads at home thinking and thinking and thinking when we could detach and enjoy, be present with our friends? Like, yes, we can still think about the future. Yes, we can still work towards the future. Yes, 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 we can do all that. But we don't know the end product. What's it going to look like? How's it going to be? We must allow a situation to naturally unfold with the Empress. You know, if we give birth to a baby before it's ready, then the baby will be premature and the baby will have problems in their life or in their early stages of life, and we don't want that. What we want is a healthy baby. So what will the mum do to stop stressing, to stop wondering if the baby is going to be okay when it's born? The mother is just going to go about her daily life, because we know that the baby's going to be born in 9 months already. We can't jump ahead to that time. We can't jump ahead to 18 years later and the baby is now a teenager and is going off to college or to uni or whatever. We can't do that, so we must detach, because there's many people involved as well. It's not just the Empress, it's the whole baby. What's the baby going to choose in his life or its life or her life? You know, what kind of people are they going to entertain in their life? You know, it's not just us who is going to be a main character in life. There are many different people to consider too. So that's why you can't be in your head too much, because you'll just drive yourself insane from thinking too much about how things will evolve. It just is what it is. The Six of Swords, you must open your mind, open your brain to the different possibilities. And it's important to just move forward. Like, okay, this could happen, that could happen, that's fine. Okay, let me just go about my day and live how I usually would live. Interesting. And then we have the Ten of Wands, the Page of Swords, and the Two of Cups. It's important to be open-minded instead of closed-minded. Instead of being rigid, because you don't want to be rigid. That's not helpful for anyone. Like with the Eight of Pentacles as well, and the Knight of Pentacles, and for all of these cards, actually, all of these cards, you know, they have ideas. This person is reading a book, and it's like, if you get too caught up in the book, trying to guess the plot, trying to guess the ending, then we won't have mental space for a conversation. We won't have space for, I don't know, a movie that we're watching, because we're just too stuck on this book. Like, I need to know, I need to know, I need to know. But there are many plot twists, there are many twists and turns to this book. So how can we even try to guess the ending? And then we have the Two of Cups. There are two people involved in this relationship. How can we even guess how this relationship is going to go? What arguments will be had? You know, where you will live, how you'll progress as a relationship. We just got to be in the moment and be in the moment with this person. You know, so the main message here is to be in the moment with people that you love. immerse yourself in the things that you love and be open to the plot, because we don't know the ending of anything. And I know that can be very frustrating, that can be very annoying, but that's life. There are many twists and turns in this life, in your December as well. So how can we guess how things are going? We just gotta go, and we just gotta evolve with each state of how December is gonna go. You just gotta be in this space where you feel ready. You see how the King of Wands is staring straight ahead with piercing eyes, and then there's a lion behind him. You have to be in this, well, you don't have to, but you've got to be in this space where you feel ready. Like, I'm ready to take on this next chapter. I'm ready to see how things will play out. And it's like he's wearing this red shirt with this salamander on. Who knows what he'll wear tomorrow? It's a surprise. Be open to surprise. Yeah, be open to the surprises of December. Okay. Because it is December after all. You gotta enjoy the festivities of the month. It's Christmas time. Anything goes. You know, what day even is it? I don't know what day it is today, because it was just Christmas time. You know, the days just seem to roll into one. Because you're not, I don't know, it depends on the country. But in England, you don't work for the Christmas period. For some people anyway. And then you just enter into a state where it's like, what day is it? What time is it? I don't know. So be comfortable in the unknowns, basically. Wow. I feel like those were long-winded messages to say that end goal, but is there anything else that wants to come through? The Hermit. The Nine of Wands and the Strength card. We're not always meant, it's like when there's a boundary, is the boundary there as a suggestion, or is the boundary there because it's not ready to open up? So you can't exactly be like the lion and just lunge. You can't just lunge at this lamb because it's not going to fulfill you. If you lunge before something is ready to open up, if you lunge before something is fully formed, then you're not going to get the best of it. So be patient. Patience is a big message. Okay, I feel like the messages are going over and over again. So let's go over to your oracle card. Okay, so let's look at the final messages for your group for December. What messages do we have? Oh, one more wants to come through. Okay. We have casket. Someone is going out of your life, or the end of a situation. Yeah. Who knows when something will end? Who knows how something will end? Here's the main message. Wow, these cards are just linking into each other. So let's see. We have goldfish, increasing material wealth or spiritual wealth. And then we have elephant. A long journey, either physical or mental, will leave you wiser at the end. I'm getting open your mind. Elephants have big brains. They remember everything. So just open your mind. It's a message. Mountain, major challenge to overcome. You can't see the end of the mountain. Who knows how long it will take to get to the top of the mountain. Even though many people have climbed this mountain before, they've climbed it in 2 hours. They've climbed it in 5 hours. They climbed it in 2 days, you know. And the message here is that everything has its own pace. Everyone has their own pace. I'm getting the message of everyone has their own timing in life in December. Everyone has their own timing in December. And basing your timing on everyone else's timing is a sure way to drive yourself insane, because we can compare and contrast all you like, but their timing is their timing and your timing is your timing. They got their dream career at an early age because they knew what they wanted and they went for it. But in the end, was it what they really wanted? Is it all that it was all cracked up to be? Who knows? They could have, I don't know, bought a house at an early age because they saved and saved and saved so hard in their younger years. But that's them, and this is you. So don't compare and contrast your journey to other people's journey, because then you'll be boxing yourself in. Then you will create your own boundaries, your own barriers, because that compare and contrast gets you in your head. Can't be having that. Fox, shrewdness, resourcefulness, especially in business. Older woman, dealings or relationship with an older woman. And hammock, taking a vacation physically or mentally. Okay, so many messages are coming up from those cards. So I'm getting Zootopia. I watched Zootopia for the first time on Friday, and then I went to watch number 2 in the cinema on Saturday. I absolutely love those films. They're now my new favourite films, or one of my new favourite films. So, what's the message of Zootopia? It's like everyone has their space. In Zootopia, a snake created a whole ecosystem, I don't know if you'd say it like that, where all animals could coexist within the same space. So you'd have the cold section, the hot section, which is the desert for camels, for whatever creatures want to live in the hot space. There's a rainforest where rainforest creatures live. There's, I don't know, all kinds of cities where everyone can coexist without feeling like they're comparing with each other's lives. Because what's good for the rabbit won't be good for the snake. What's good for the camel won't be good for the shark, So each person has their own space to thrive, to grow, to make mistakes, to embarrass themselves in, and you have your own space. What does your own space look like, group 2, in the month of December? And create that space for your own things, for your own mindset, for your own likings. Because what you want, not everyone else wants. Because what you like, everyone else doesn't like. And that's fine. That's okay. You must lean into yourself, your own wants and needs in the month of December, because that's very important. It will be a long journey for you to separate yourself from what other people are doing and from what you are doing too. Because maybe you are the sort of person who does compare and contrast. Maybe you're the sort of person who looks at timelines, who looks at age, and it's like, oh no, I'm getting to this age and I must have this, that in order. Well, because it's December, everyone is relaxing actually. Everyone is going home to their families. Everyone is connecting to their families. So it's important to take this time to reflect on yourself, reflect on what you want, reflect on what's good for you, reflect on what are you comparing yourself to? Because at this stage, everyone is in the same boat, going home to their families. Oh, well, not everyone actually, but going home to their families, or resting, or doing this, doing that, and they're focusing on themselves. It's time to focus on yourself. Group 2 is the long-winded message. Ooh, I felt like I really went off in a reverie right there, because the message, after that message of Zootopia, it's like I went into a different realm. I need to ground now. You need to ground yourself, group 2. It's like, because you're so much in your head, it looks like you're connecting with different people, and it's like you need to ground yourself before you enter into spaces with other people, because that's when you can compare, that's when you can contrast. And when you're grounded, you'll be able to see other people for who they are, and then know that you are you and they are them. And it's like preparing yourself for the questions of why, oh, are you in a relationship? Are you getting married soon? Don't you want kids? Blah, blah, blah. The usual. So prepare yourself for those questions as well. Maybe that's what triggers the comparing and contrasting to others. These questions, like, why am I not in the same space as everyone else? Everyone else has a home. Everyone else has kids. Everyone else has their dream career. But then there's me. I'm not married. I don't have kids. If you're not married, if you don't have kids, that's it. But I don't have this. I don't have that. These questions can be extremely triggering. So you have to ground yourself. What will ground you? Meditation, journaling, to understand your thought processes around your dream job, about your journey, about love, about having kids, blah, blah, blah. Because what they're saying to you is a projection of what society wants for us, of what they want you to have so that they can benefit from what you have. They want you to have kids so that they can look after your kids, so that they can hug your kids, so that they can have fun with your kids. But then maybe you don't want kids because that's not what you dream of. But then maybe those questions sparks off, am I weird for not wanting kids? Am I supposed to have kids? I don't know. So yeah, ground yourself. Because if you don't ground yourself, then these questions will float around your head and will make you feel insecure. Who knows if you will end up having kids? Who knows? Whatever, but yeah. Yeah, so that is what I'm seeing for you, group 2. Yeah, so thank you for watching. I hope your December goes well and you can really ground yourself and not compare yourself to others. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next reading. Bye. Hi, group 3. Welcome to your reading. Thank you for watching. So these are your December 2025 predictions. Group 1 and group 2. Very, very different messages, but very, very big energies. Let's see what we can get for you, group 3. I've enjoyed reading these readings so much. It's been great. So I have a little cold, so I might sound sniffly and my voice may sound weird, but it's not taking away from the messages. The energy, it's amazing. Yeah, so I chose Christmas cards and back of the deck energy from the tarot decks. So we're using the Modern Witch Tarot deck for you, and I'm going to use an Oracle deck too. It's going to be an astrology deck. Your cards, as I said in the intro, was the only ones I picked up upright. The other 2 groups was reversed. I picked them up in reverse position, but you're upright, so that means it's like you're charging your head like the Knight of Swords without a care in the world. I'm getting the message of think things through before you charge ahead, because it can be so easy to see what you want and be like, oh, yep, I'm going to get it. And then in the end, it's like you didn't have all the information. You didn't know that, okay, let's just take this for instance. Someone's baking bread, someone's baked the bread. You see what you want, you see the bread, and you have your sights set on the bread. And then without hesitation, you charge forwards towards the bread and you start eating the bread. But then the baker tells you, oh, there's nuts in the bread. Sorry, you didn't give me a chance to say anything because I just took them out the oven. This is a bad example. But and then you start having an allergic reaction because you're allergic to nuts and you didn't know there were nuts in the bread. So before charging your head, you need to know all of the information before you can make an informed decision in December. You don't want to end up with an allergic reaction to nuts. Don't be like that guy. Okay, so look into the card. So we have Merry Christmas. There's a dog on the cover. One of my students made this at school. So there's a dog on the cover with I love you so much with a love heart. And we have a tree in the background. So when I picked up this card, I was thinking it's about you being more outdoorsy in the month of December. Go outside, enjoy nature, be among the trees. I'm getting like smell the scents of the trees and feel the fresh air, walk your dog, or it's about getting a dog in the month of December, or maybe that's your Christmas present. I feel very cheeky in this reading group 3, like very sassy and very upbeat. So your month of December is going to be very upbeat, very jokey, and I love that for you. And the message of man's best friend. So maybe you're talking to your best friends a lot. You'll be more in contact with your friends. And you'll be more lovey-dovey than usual, maybe because it's Christmas. Everyone just seems to be more open at Christmas time. And do you know what I'm getting the message of? It's like your chosen family. Your friends can be your chosen family too. And if your family give you trouble or struggle about you putting your friends first, that's their problem. It's like what you want other people or your family won't understand because maybe you're different from your family. Maybe you're more open-minded. Maybe you like to talk about different topics, whereas they like to talk about the weather or talk about work and things like that. Small talk. You don't like small talk, group 3. That's not gonna entertain you. That's not gonna make you feel comfortable. So being more in contact with your friends, your chosen family, those who understand you more, is important. Maybe you feel like an outsider in your family. Maybe you feel different from them. And that thing is very evident because you go away. Maybe you're very far away from your family. Maybe you're in a different city or country. And then being back around them makes you realize or reaffirms the fact that you are different from them and you feel like an alien around them, because this dog doesn't look like a real dog, does it? It just looks like a very strange dog. Yeah, so you may feel very different from them and you feel like you gotta alienate yourself a little bit because the conversations aren't hitting. You know, maybe they see you as who you used to be and not who you are right now. And that's okay. I feel like that's normal in families, to be honest. But you have to make sure you feel comfortable at home with your family or wherever you get to in the month of December. I'm just seeing if their name is on this. Oh, yeah, it is. So I'm going to read this message from my student, and then we'll probably look into that. So, dear Miss Emily, hello teacher, I'm blah, blah, blah. Mary Crimbo. I hope you'll have a wonderful day, love heart. Thank you for teaching us. I really like this class because you explain us very easy, so we understand about English and England easier. And I'm excited that you always smile and teach me. I'm always grateful to you. Actually, I have an English friend. It was very helpful for me to interact with him. Because you teach me about England in detail, I'll always remember you teaching. Have a nice one. I love you. From student. Oh, so cute. So that really brings me back to the small talk and you being away from your family, because she speaks about England and she's Korean. So maybe your friends are from different countries and talking to them, it makes you feel more at home than you do in England. Is this my group? I don't know. And I taught her about England, and it's like talking about many different things will be very important in the month of December. what else did she say? Sorry, wait a second. Like, she's Korean. Like, many of the students didn't have very good English, but her English was excellent. And I just feel like it's important to really look into different cultures, look into different countries as well in the month of December. Wow, yeah, your chosen family, your friends, so the Knight of Swords. Oh yeah, Six of Cups. Oh, your home life. Oh, pretending that everything is fine, but it's not. But she's on her phone while she's on the floor with swords in her back. And it's like, in order to deal with being at home with people that she doesn't gel with, that are not compatible with her, she is on her phone to her friends. She's on the phone to people who really get her. So it's important to be around people or to interact with people who really get you, who really understand you on a deeper level. Wow, beautiful. So let's go into your reading. What do group 3 need to know about their December 2023? 2025, not 2023. Okay, all those cards want to come out. Ace of Cups and Death at the bottom of the deck. Right, so we have the Hierophant. Oh, okay, in reverse. I don't usually take reversals from this deck because it just doesn't feel like a reversal kind of deck, but today is reversal day. Okay, so we have, oh, Strength in reverse. Oh, Two of Swords in reverse. The Hanged Man in reverse. The Ace of Pentacles. Sorry, I was going really fast then. The Ace of Pentacles. And the Seven of Cups. So fast. So things may seem like they're going very fast in the month of December. Try to slow down a little. Yeah, as I was saying before, slow down a little, group 3. You don't want to eat the bread without knowing the ingredients of the bread because you charged in too fast. And now you're in a difficult position. You don't want that to happen. That's not good for anyone. I'm getting the impression that you feel a bit uncomfortable in the month of December. And you feel a bit, not unregulated, but a little bit like you are kind of disconnected from either yourself or from the people around you. And it's causing you to be in your head a lot. You're not knowing what to do. It's kind of like the environment, because the Hierophant could signify like a structure in your life, whether it be work, school, the home, or more likely work or school, things like that. It's like they don't resonate with you, and you feel it on a deeper level with Strength. So then I'm getting the message of, what do I want then with the Seven of Cups? Because there's so many things out there, you know, with the rise of AI, with the rise of all these different technologies that are happening, and shifts in working, in the way people work, and in the way people think, and in the way everyone does things nowadays, because it just all happens so quickly. I don't know why AI is coming through, but there's a whole restructuring, and it's kind of like you don't know where you stand. Should I get comfortable, or should I just do this instead? Should I this? Should I that? And it's kind of making you feel a bit out of balance, out of touch with yourself. This, I'm getting the message of disruption, this restructuring. Maybe you don't want to be a part of something anymore. And it's like, what else is out there? What are your strengths, group 3? What And by the way, if you're from group 1, welcome, because I feel like this is definitely a continuation from group 1. So group 1 is really coming through here. If you are watching and you're in group 3, go to group 1. If you're in group 1, welcome to group 3. So please watch group 1 as well. But anyway, back to the message. You no longer resonate, you no longer look up to. I'm getting a pedestal here. Maybe someone you once looked up to was on a high pedestal, but then you wake up to realize, hold on. Why did I put this person on a high pedestal? Why did this person, this work situation, this situation mean so much to me? I once wanted this, but not anymore. It's like you're waking up. The Two of Swords upright is someone who is like in two minds about something, trying to make a decision, trying to weigh things up. And they get to the point where it's like, you know what, I'm just going to take a seat and just allow things to happen outside of me. But I feel like now you're taking off the blindfolds. You're waking up to what things actually are. It's like you're no longer comfortable with sitting on this seat anymore and allowing things to happen. You're no longer just being on this tree, hanging here, watching things happen. Yes, you feel uncomfortable, or yes, you felt uncomfortable with this rope around your ankle and the blood rushing to your head because you're upside down. It doesn't matter. It's fine. That's the kind of message I'm getting here. But you're waking up in December and you're thinking, this is not fine. How did I get here? It's not the question of how did I get here, but is this really what is happening right now? And if you're not careful, you can make rash decisions with the Knight of Swords, like charging before you're ready. It's like you're just waking up to it in December. And when you just wake up from a nap, you can be all disoriented, like, hold on, what year is it? Hold on, what day is it? Hold on, am I supposed to be at school right now, but you're a 40-year-old waking up and it's the weekend. You're not supposed to be at work. So it's like while you're disoriented, try to recalibrate from this confusion so that you can ground yourself and see what options are available to you. And then you can work on a solid plan, a solid foundation, so that when your foundation is built, you can move ahead. I'm getting the Knight of Pentacles here. You can move ahead at your own pace instead of moving from a place of, or a space of fear, from a space of, oh damn, I've been napping for 20 years and now I must get everything in order. I must do this, and it's too much on your plate. That's how you can burn yourself out. That's how things get a bit too much. It gets all on top of you, all because you were sleeping for 20 years and now you've woken up. Take methodical steps with the Ace of Pentacles. This is asking you to be sensible, because in the strength reverse as well, paired with the Knight of Swords, this could be you definitely charging ahead from an unregulated space, from the space of a lion who is extremely hungry, and now I must eat anything that's in my path. Any animal. I don't care if they've been poisoned by a poison snake. I don't care if, I don't know, whatever happens to the lion. I don't care. There's that element here, but you must care because this is your life. These are your decisions. Maybe these decisions can impact the next year of your life, the next 5 years, 10 years, 20 years from now, and you must tread carefully, tread lightly, because you don't want to create a life out of a projection that you are not going to have enough, out of a projection that life is passing you by, out of a projection that, oh, I'm 40 years old, I should have my life together now. But who says you should have your life together? You know, life is all about twists and turns and not knowing the plot, not knowing the end goal. So things can end in any which way. You know, and do you want your ending to be sour? Wow, this is getting a bit, well, like endings, yeah, because we do have the death card beneath the Ace of Cups. Do you want your endings to be sour? Do you want your ending to look like, oh, I made this bad financial decision 5 years ago and now I am in debt? I burnt my bridges too soon with someone who could have been a good mentor to me, and now I feel lost. But the only person that can help me is the person I burnt my bridges with, you know? And you don't want that to happen. You need to make careful decisions. Be careful, like the Ace of Pentacles. And then let's go over to your astrological deck. Astrology deck. What's gonna come out for you for December? What does group 3 need to know for the December 2025? We have the Sun. It's funny because it came out reverse. And then Scorpio in reverse. Should I read them in reverse? You know what? Let's keep them upright. Oh, this one wants to be reversed. Okay. The 11th house. They want to be reversed. And then Saturn. Cancer. This is a month of introversion, group 3. Yeah, so I feel like this is a month of introversion, staying with yourself, staying at home maybe, so that you can, you know, recharge. You're going through transformations. I'm getting like secretive energy here. So it's like holding things in for yourself, because what you don't want to happen as well, as I was saying before, you don't want to burn your bridges too fast or burn your bridges at all. It's like deciding who is meant for me and who isn't, who is meant for the next chapter in my life and who isn't, you know. So it's all about keeping things to yourself and going through your internal transformations, because Scorpio is all about transformation, right? So, and the Sun reversed is giving me the Moon. So the Moon in Cancer too. So Cancer, we have the Moon. So you're going through a lot of internal changes, looking at your attachments, looking at what makes you feel safe, looking at your home life. What does your home life look like? Is it going through a big upheaval? Is it, have you outgrown your home life? Do you need to move out? All of these questions are going on within you. You need to feel safe. Group 3. It's all about, like, you're not going out as much as you used to. I know in the beginning of your reading I said that maybe you were, well, yeah, you will be, there could be potential for you to be contacting the people that you resonate with, because that's, of course, that's important, because you feel safe around them. But this is all about retreating away from the people that aren't for your highest good, where you don't feel like you can socialize and you can't network with because their energy is wrong for you. Whose energy is good for you? Whose energy is wrong for you? Whose making you feel like you lose touch with yourself? Who's making you feel like you can get more in touch with yourself? I'm getting the message of mentors. Who mentors you well? Whose mentorship kind of causes chaos and confusion? Whose advice leads you astray? Whose advice puts you on a right path? And I feel like this is all about your path in life at this time in December. Do you feel like you're out of alignment with your path? Do you feel like you are in alignment with your path? Do you feel like there are blocks in your path? Do you feel like this? Do you feel like that? And it's funny that we have the sun in reverse, which makes you think of the moon, and Cancer. The moon rules Cancer. And then we have Mars. Pluto rules Scorpio, but then we have the traditional ruler of Scorpio, which is Mars. So, rulership. Whose rulership or dictatorship are you escaping? Interesting. So this could be like work life. Whose dictatorship or rulership are you escaping at work? Whose dictatorship or rulership are you escaping from your home life? Wow. And how can you step into your own authority? How can you step into your own authority? Because in the opposition of Cancer, it's Capricorn. And Capricorn is the leader. Is not born into leadership, but let's just say born into leadership. They are natural born leaders. And then Mars, which rules Aries, which is the first sign of the zodiac. So you need to put yourself first. Group 1. What does number 1 want, which means what do I want? How can I get there? How can I make plans with the Ace of Pentacles to get there? I need the right kind of mentorship with the 11th house in reverse. Not everyone is your friend. Not everyone you need to interact with. You need to interact with specific types of people who will align with your vision for the future. You haven't been seeing clearly for many years, but for the first time, you're kind of feeling clearly instead of seeing clearly, actually. Maybe you're seeing and feeling clearly, or just feeling clearly, I don't know. Because we do have 2 water signs, which is all about your inner world, your depth, your emotions, your feelings. How do you feel when you are in these spaces that aren't aligning with you? And what does an aligned space look like to you? Visualize what an aligned path looks like to you in the month of December. And then you can take action towards that. Ooh. Anything else? And then Cancer and the moon makes me think of the mother. So are you not connecting with your mother in a good way, or to a motherly figure in a good way? What is your relationship like with your mother? How can you transform your relationship with your mother, with yourself, things like that? Does it need to be transformed? Is your mother good for you? Is the message, because in the beginning of your reading I did say you don't feel connected with your family, but you have a soul family out there, or your chosen family. I use actually your chosen family. Do you have a chosen mother? Because that's the thing, that can be a thing, because there are many motherly women out there, or motherly men as well. Because my friend, he gives mother vibes. Sometimes I call him Mommy Stephen. So Who gives off motherly vibes, and are they good for you? I feel like one more card wants to come through, so we're gonna grab that one more card. The Queen of Swords. It came out reversed, but I put it upright. And then we have the Two of Cups, the Knight of Wands, the Nine of Wands. This is all speaking about making the right connections, and the Two of Wands in the middle of the deck, like she's at home behind these castle walls, but she's looking ahead of her and she has a phone in her hand. And it's like, who is your friend from overseas? We have the Moon, guys. Yes, we have the Moon and the Knight of Cups. Yeah, you have a chosen family out there, and it's important that you focus on them rather than the people that you don't connect with, because it just feels like they don't have your best interests at heart. Well, not even that. They just don't get you. They don't understand you. They don't connect with you, and that's fine. It's okay. You have to be strong with your boundaries, strong with your words. Use your words effectively. Discipline your mind. It's all about mental discipline in the month of December. Watching your words, using your words carefully, choosing the right words to say. Because you don't want to mix up your words and now everyone's got the wrong end of the stick, and now they're thinking, oh, group one said this to me, they offended me. Oh, everyone can get offended so easily when you're around, because you see the truth. Group three, you know the truth. So choose your words wisely, because not everyone can connect in the way that you speak. And it's important to reserve your words to those who you can connect with the most. You know, so let's just give the example of your mother. If your mother isn't as, I don't know, let's say open-minded as you are, and then you start talking about, let's pick a subject, death. And then your mother says, we don't talk about death. What are you talking about? I don't want to talk about death. Let's talk about the weather instead. And it kind of shuts you down. So use your words to those who appreciate your words, and just hold back to the people that you need to hold back with, you know? Ooh, wow. You have a beautiful mind. Group three is what I'm seeing here. So use your beautiful mind to those who can appreciate it too. So that is the end of your reading. Thank you for watching. I hope these messages resonated in some way, and you can incorporate what I mentioned and use that in the month of December. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next reading. Bye.